ഓം ശ്രുതിസ്മൃതിപുരാണാനാം ആലയം കരുണാലയം നമാമി ഭഗവത്പാദം ശങ്കരം ലോകശങ്കരം ശങ്കരം ശങ്കരാചാര്യം കേശവം ബാത്തരായണം സൂത്രഭാഷ്യകൃതൗ വന്ദേ ഭഗവന്തൗ പുനഃ പുനഃ സദാശിവസമാരംഭാം ശങ്കരാചാര്യമധ്യമാം അസ്മദാചാര്യപര്യന്താം വന്ദേ ഗുരുപരംപരാം. ഈശ്വരോ ഗുരുരാത്മേതി മൂർത്തിഭേദവിഭാഗിനേ വ്യോമവദ്വ്യാപ്തദേഹായ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ഗുകാരോ അന്ധകാരോ വൈ ഋകാരസ്തന്നിവർത്തകഃ അന്ധകാര നിരോധിത്വാത് ഗുരുരിത്യഭിധീയതേ. ഓം സഹനാവവതു സഹനൗ ഭുനക്തു സഹ വീര്യം കരവാവഹൈ തേജസ്വിനാവധീതമസ്തു മാ വിദ്വിഷാവഹൈ. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി. ഓം ഭദ്രം കർണേഭിഃ ശൃണുയാമ ദേവാഃ ഭദ്രം പശ്യേമാക്ഷഭിർയജത്രാഃ സ്ഥിരൈരംഗൈഃ സുഷ്ഠുവാംസസ്തനൂഭിഃ വശേമ ദേവഹിതം യതായുഃ. സ്വസ്തി ന ഇന്ദ്രോ വൃദ്ധശ്രവാഃ സ്വസ്തി നഃ പൂഷാ വിശ്വവേദാഃ സ്വസ്തി നസ്താർക്ഷ്യോ അരിഷ്ടനേമിഃ സ്വസ്തി നോ ബൃഹസ്പതിർദധാതു. ഓം ശാന്തി ശാന്തി ശാന്തി. പ്രജ്ഞാനാം ശുപ്രദാനൈ സ്ഥിരചരനികരവ്യാപ്തിഭിർവ്യാപ്യ ലോകാൻ ഭുക്ത്വാ ഭോഗാൻ സ്തവിഷ്ഠാൻ പുനരഭിദിഷണോദ്ഭാസിതാൻ കാമജന്യാൻ പീത്വാ സർവാൻ വിശേഷാൻ സുഭിതി മധുരഭുങ് മായയാ ഭോജയന്നഃ മായാ സംഖ്യാസ്തുരീയം പരമമൃതമജം ബ്രഹ്മമത് ബ്രഹ്മയത്തന്നോതോസ്മി. യോ വിശ്വാത്മാ വിദിജ വിഷയാൻ പ്രാശ്യ ഭോഗാൻ സ്തവിഷ്ടാൻ പശ്ചാച്ചാന്യാൻ സ്വമിതി വിഭവാൻ ജ്യോതിഷാ സ്വേന സൂക്ഷ്മാൻ സർവാനേതാൻ പുനരഭിഷണൈ സ്വാത്മനി സ്ഥാപയിത്വാ ഹിത്വാ സർവാൻ വിശേഷാൻ വിഗത ഗുണഗണഃ പാർത്ഥസൗ ന സ്തുരീയഃ. Namaste all of you. We are studying Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, which is explaining about the three states of the life forms: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. And also these states are occurring on one single entity which never changes. It can be understood by the logic that any changes can occur on an unchanging entity. So it is called in the form of Omkara as a primary understanding of the disciples. Adhikari, a qualified person. For them, at the beginning, the entity which is all-pervading is quite difficult to grasp. That entity is being presented which has a name and which has a symbol. The name is Om, the syllable, and the symbol is we are all very famous of that simple Omkara. The whole teaching is directly connected to the goal of a human being. Without a human goal, there is no discussion of Upanishad, which is purposeful. It is not making you encouraging to something which is not available at any point of time. That, pointing towards something which will not be available at any point of time, but the encouragement continues. Like, online card games, like, they give a caution in a small form. There can be loss of money if you play this game. But the hype will be for playing the game so that you will gain a lot of things. You will gain a lot of money. Similarly, Upanishad will not give a hype towards an individual. Upanishadic statements are directly connected towards the human goal of the listener. Knowing something, one will be free from all kinds of worries. This one statement is enough for a person to turn back and look at the Upanishadic sentences. By gaining something already gained, by knowing already something which is gained by an individual, one will be free from all kinds of thought and worries. This statement has a lot to say. And in order to understand this statement, one needs to study at least minimum 12 years under a traditional teacher, guru. So, Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad is talking about the human goal. Once you establish the human goal, the results are whatever we were planning or we were desiring. Everybody wants to free from all kinds of their limitations by birth. Everybody wants to be free from sorrows and worries. Everybody wants to be immortal in their life. Everybody wants to be happy all the time. So all these things are results of this human goal. That is why Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, through the analysis of 3 states of a human being, because analysis and inquiry is only possible for human being. That is why I intentionally told you human being. No other animals can do an inquiry towards their own states. So by inquiry or analyzing properly, a person will reach to the reality where these states are occurring, and these states are an imagination on this reality. These states are mere imaginations on this reality. we will end up with a knowledge that these states are superimposed on the real entity which is unknown to me right from the birth onwards. And that is been revealed by the Upanishad, and the recognition of my own intrinsic nature being the Purushartha or the human goal, a person get released from all kinds of issues immediately. Tasya tavadeva chiram. Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad says that there is no time delay to be free from all kinds of worries. Only you have to wait up to the body falls after its prarabdha. So one may ask again, so I have to wait even after knowing that I am the supreme consciousness, not this human body. After knowing this also, should I wait? Then it's a festival every day. It's a celebration. After knowing the truth and having a body is a celebration. Without knowing the truth and having a body is a worst thing in the life. After knowing the body, after knowing the truth that who you are, and you are having a body, it's a celebration every day. There is no specific celebration for the jnani, a wise man, because after knowing the truth, every second he celebrates. That we are going to see again and again. So right now we are in a classic verse, one of the important verse of Vaithatya Prakaranam. And this verse talks about the realization of oneself or the truth, and that is being praised by the Shruti or the Prakarana by the Gaudapada Acharya. I will read the verse and I'll give you the importance, and I will go through the meaning, and I will go through the Bhashya. I will read the verse number 35 of Vaithatya Prakaranam. Vītharāgabhaya krotaihi munibirveda parakaihi nirvikalpo hi ayam drishtaha prapanchopashamotvayah. Once more I will read. Vītharāgabhaya krotaihi munibirveda parakaihi nirvikalpo hi ayam drishtaha prapanchopashamotvayah. When you study under a traditional teacher, it is a choice. It's a deliberate action, of course. If you don't choose to study something which is important, which is talking about you, we miss the bus. Again, we will enter into another birth. It's a deliberate action to study under a traditional teacher. What about my religion, where I got a birth in another country? Upanishadic statements or Upanishadic revealings are not against any other religion. Customs of religions are limitation pertaining to a body. Because after birth only you are informed that you born in this religion. So any Upanishad, any traditional teaching under a teacher in India is not against any religion. It is talking about the reality of an individual. And Upanishad or the teaching itself is not a push. You should accept it without questioning. No such sentences you will see in Upanishad. You question, you make yourself properly by asking proper questions regarding the subject matter, giving time for the mind to grasp the knowledge, and giving time yourself by going through the same sentences again and again to understand. Thus, you assimilate this knowledge. No other way. It is not a compulsory that you have to swallow it without chewing. Nobody in the tradition will say like this. Idi guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya vimarshya etat asheshena yada ichasi tada guru. Lord Krishna, at the end of teaching in Bhagavad Gita, he himself tells Arjuna, I have already revealed the entire subject matter to you. What is creation? Who is creator? What is the connection between the creation and the creator? What is the instrument behind the creation? What are the rules of creation? How the people die? How the people get birth? Entire secret I already revealed you. It doesn't mean that you have to swallow it without having any understanding. Etat asheshena vimarshya, criticizing in your mind. You can go through the sentences. If you feel proper, you have to assimilate it. If not, you ask the questions. But most of the religion will not allow you to question their own religious books. But here it is not like that. Upanishadic teaching itself get more revealed while you ask the questions. Because from different standpoints, disciples are gathered under a guru. Their basic understanding regarding the truth may be pending. Their preparations to receive this knowledge may be lacking. So all these things make them to ask such questions like, how I can be immortal? Why should I be free from all kinds of actions? We are meant to do different actions in this world. Why Upanishad says that to be free from action is the understanding. Aham akarta abhokta. I am not a doer, I am not an enjoyer. So how can I be free from all kinds of like responsibilities? How can I can be free from all kinds of enjoyership? All these questions are welcome. That is why Upanishad has its own way to present the entire subject matter. And 12 years of teaching will give a general understanding regarding the subject matter. And after 12 years, one will go through the sentences what they have studied under the teacher. It is called mananam, going through the sentences, meditations. Nididhyasanam, contemplation, assimilation of the knowledge only it is even after studying something. It depends upon the capacity and the preparation of the disciple. Everybody will understand the subject matter at once. There is no rule at all. Some may understand after a few years, some may understand immediately, some may understand after a few days. It's all depend upon one's own preparation regarding the listening of the truth. So anyway, the teaching is being praised here. The teaching of the guru, the traditional teacher, towards the disciple. And he realized that I am the non-dual Brahman. I am the only existence in the world. All the names and forms are mere imagination on me. And I am being told in the Upanishads, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. These extreme characteristics, they are not qualifications. They are not qualities. They are the intrinsic nature, unique intrinsic nature. Like fire, how can you say whether fire is there or not? Heat being the characteristic of the fire. It is not the quality of the fire. Wherever there is fire, its nature is to make it warm or heat. Similarly, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, these three words are not qualities, but it is the intrinsic nature of the Supreme Consciousness. A detailed discussion is presented in another Upanishad. Just I mentioned you. This verse starts by praising the vision. What vision they will get? The creator, the created, and the means of creation. All these partitions are mere imagination. I am the creator, and I myself seems to be created, and my own capacity is the means for creation. There is no multiple causes in creation. Without changing one's own nature, an object appears many. This is the one understanding of the teaching. How can one become many? Just like a sun appearing in different waters, in different forms inside the water. Similarly, mirror, broken mirror have different pieces which is scattered in the ground. If you look at them, every piece of mirror will reflect your face or your body. So you are many now. This is the way that one became many. Tadaikshada bahusyam praja yeyeha. The entity became many with all kinds of inside the mind. When I say mind means, is there is a part called mind for the entity? No. For the sake of understanding. It became many, tadaikshata. It planned. Another Upanishad says that. So all these teachings are being presented by the teachers. And the individual is not human body. Individual is not a limited life. The traditional teaching is praised, and one need to choose to study under a traditional teacher deliberately for encouraging them to reach the human goal in this birth itself. The Shruti, the Upanishad, praises this vision. It is not very easy to choose to study the reality about oneself. So here, Shruti praises, Upanishad praises, extol. When you study the vision revealed by the Upanishad, then you will become all these things. The first verse is synonymous of the wise. Vida raga bhaya krodaihi. Vida, devoid from or free from. Ragaha, attachment towards the worldly things. People are very afraid of listening, they have a lot of attachment. If I will lose my attachment towards my ice cream, I will lose my attachment towards my baby, I will lose my attachment towards the husband. No. The maturity to understand each and every name and form is the Lord. That will make the person to be free from bondages which can be a trouble and which will end up in a next birth. Bondages can cause sorrows. Why she didn't tell me? Why he didn't ask me about the opinion? Why they have done like this? Why I should tell him? Why these people are behaving like this? All these sentences are due to the attachment towards the world and people and things. Because he is my husband, he has to ask me. When you change your attitude that a person seems to be husband, in real, it's the form of Lord. The person which I see in the form of a girlfriend is itself Lord. And they are free to do what they feel. This is the way of a voice towards the world. I can only correct myself. I cannot correct others, even the kids. They show their own impressions at the age of 9 and 10. Even though you have given all the advice, all the instructions how to live, they will show their own impressions how to live in the world. So one is ready to change the attitude towards the world and people with the base of teaching. The worldly attachment will become nullified, neutralized. Instead of your vision is, it's all Lord appearing in the form of babies, appearing in the form of husband, appearing in the form of car, appearing in the form of good food, appearing in the form of wound, appearing in the form of diseases, appearing in the form of my worker, appearing in the form of troubles, appearing in the form of celebration. Everything is nothing but Lord. The teaching will help the person to become matured and look at the world with a proper vision. That is why raga, free from all kinds of worldly attachments. You don't expect anybody to make you happy. You don't compel anybody to make you happy. You release them from your mind. This is called free from attachment. When you have bondages, you tie them inside the mind. And you keep a ring and they should jump through this ring. And it will not work at all. Entire life will be misery. That is why it's a very big word, free from ragaha, vida ragaha. The teaching make the person or bring the capacity to look at the world with a lot of maturity. My vision towards the world will make me happy because this world is not bound to make me happy. The world means our own husband, our own wife, our own children, our own uncle, our own father, mother, brother-in-law, father-in-law, mother, everything, entire world. They are not bound to make you happy. Ishvara created to go through their own prarabdha, their own destinies. Non-attachment towards the world. Your mind will be like a mirror. It will reflect all upcoming events. It will reflect, it will acknowledge you what is going to happen tomorrow. It will acknowledge you what person is this, which character he has, how he will behave, she will behave. Because the mind is so clear. So it will reflect all kinds of upcoming issues and events. To be free, blemishes of the mind, impurities of the mind. One is attachment towards the people and the things. That is why Vidaragaha, practice. And after all, they are names and forms which never existed at any point of time. They cannot make you happy every time. They are limited so that they will also get destroyed in course of time. So I cannot get connected my life along with that. By knowing this truth, one should be free in the proper time itself. One cannot be deeply connected with all worldly things because they are unpredictable. Like the people around you, they can talk anything because they eat different things in the world. Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad says, 6th chapter, 8th. The Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad says that mind is modified, nourished by what we eat. The words and the communication get nourished by what we eat in the form of fire, like means oil, ghee, butter. All these things are the cause for our words. So we should be very careful in eating. So people around us talks different things and they are unpredictable. If I keep a bondage, attachment towards them, they talk anything. They behave in their own way. Suppose if you are free from attachments, their words will not hurt you, affect you. That is why practice non-attachment towards the world. A person is acceptable, but the person's behavior or words are not acceptable. This is the way of outlook of a wise. They may behave according to their information regarding the world and people. Not everybody is become like us. They are not going to behave like us. We see God in a dog. We see God in a bird. We see God in the car. You don't expect everybody will have the same vision. They behave. They will throw stones towards the dog. They will hunt animals. They will eat animals. So activities, their actions are not acceptable. But ultimately, they are also the imagination in the reality, the truth. They are also Lord. So practicing the non-attachment towards the worldly things is a qualification. After studying, one will be totally free from all kinds of attachment towards the world and people. That is why Vidaragaha. After studying, a person will be free from all kinds of attachments towards the worldly things. Vidabhayaha. Free from all kinds of fear. Insecurity causes fear. When you don't have any insecurity, you are free from all kinds of fear. Insecurity regarding the relationship. Insecurity regarding to the comforts. Insecurity regarding the health. Insecurity regarding the age. Insecurity regarding the career. Insecurity regarding the growth of mind when we compare with others. Insecurity regarding the car, which is smaller than others. Insecurity regarding my hair. Insecurity regarding the color of my body. Insecurity causes fear. And all these insecurities pertaining to the dualistic world. What is seen by my senses, I accept it is true. And I compare with others. And I start to feel insecure myself. This is a normal way of how the insecurity is born in one's life. I accept myself, I am this body. And I compare my body with others. I compare my situation with others. I compare everything with others. At last, I feel insecure. Even regarding the knowledge, regarding other subject matters, we should not feel any insecure regarding the body. When there is no insecurity, there is no fear. After all, the Upanishad itself told the fact about oneself that we are immortal. The non-dual Brahman being the immortal. My body has a date of birth, so it will fall on a date of death. Why should I feel insecure? Insecurity is the root cause for my fear. So take away all kinds of insecurities. By understanding the reality about oneself, the truth of oneself, non-dual Brahman, which is the biggest thing in the world, which is the base for all names and forms which are mere imaginations. This understanding should be deep-rooted. Then only all other insecurities will run away from the mind. Vida bhayaha, vida krodhaha. Krodha, anger, is a product when something didn't happen according to my wish. This is why the anger is born. I expected a thing to be happen in this way, but it happened in another way. So I am angry with the people. I am angry with my uncle, my husband, my mother. Why? It didn't happen according to my expectations. So expectation is the cause for the anger. You plan yourself, but there are things which are to be done by others. Your plan included only the result You didn't include others in your plan. Something which is to be done by them, and you didn't expect it, or you missed them to include in your plan. This is why the anger comes in your life. Free from all kinds of insecurities will also make vanish the anger in your life. When you don't have any expectation with anybody, you don't feel any anger towards anybody. Just world should be taken as a funny movie. Just like a funny movie happening in around you, world should be taken like that. Don't be serious. Why should you be serious? In the job, in the teaching, in the studying, everywhere, you take a simple way. I am the non-dual Brahman, supreme consciousness. After knowing this, I am allowing my body to go through all kinds of prarabdhas, the destinies which are already planned by my past karma. Knowing the truth, you allow the body to go through that. Wherever I can change, you change. Wherever I can change, you accept it. This is the way of flow of the flow of our life. Then there is no anger. Anger causes a lot of health issues. It generates some unwanted acids in our body. That acids will go against your immune system, go against your intestine, go against your kidney. All these things get affected by this worst acid created by the anger inside the body. So one should be completely free all the time. Try to smile, try to laugh. After studying nothing to do in this world, still I will do certain things because my body exists. This is the overall vision. You don't become more serious in doing things. After realization, aham akarta abhokta. I am the non-performer of action. I am the non-enjoyer of action. But I perform with this body. But I enjoy with this body. Whether I get the proper result, it's okay. Whether it didn't give the proper, that's also okay. This is the way to look upon the world. Then one will be Vita Rakha, Vita Baya, Vita Krotaha. Nobody will be capable to make you angry. Why? You don't expect a proper attitude from anybody towards you. You are not interested on them. You don't expect anybody to nourish your life. You have your own way and you flow in your own way. And if somebody comes to you asking some advice or help, you support them. That's all. You are not behind anybody to make you happy. People are not interested also in your happiness. So that I am also free from them, which I kept an attachment with my mind towards them. So they say in our tradition, 6 internal enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryam. 6 enemies which are plotting ideas inside the mind to make you down. Who are they? First, kama. Raga is called kama. Attachment towards the worldly things. Krodha. When the things are not working according to your ambition, you feel frustrated and you are angry. All are due to the expectations. Kama, krodha, lobha, a selfish nature without sharing with others anything. Selfish nature. You live a life only for your welfare. You are not you don't consider others' survival. A wrong idea to keep inside the mind. Greedy way of living, lobham. Anything what you eat is made by somebody, supported by certain things in the world which are being provided by others. Lot of people are working behind even one grain, one bread, one tomato. So I should have the reverence. I should have the gratitude towards the people. I should not be selfish all the way. Greedy also causes different problems in one's life. I'm talking about the 6 internal enemies which are there inside the mind, which is not in the verse. Few things are there in the verse. Ragham and Krodham is called Kama and Krodha, Lobha, greedy, Moha, delusion towards the worldly things. My wife is my fertilizer for my growth. Wrong idea. My husband is the fertilizer for my growth. Because of her, because of him, I became like this. Same way, opposite also can take. My wife made me like this in this world. I am in a worst situation. My husband made me the worst in this life. In both way, it's a delusion. Without your knowledge, nobody can put you down, nobody can raise you. You should know something properly regarding the reality. Be a rational person. Delusion is a word, directly we can say indiscriminate. Aviveki, a deluded person. Aviveki. He confirmed that this world is true. And he is taking the advantages of all the people around him. Whatever things I see in my life, I can enjoy. Whoever comes to me, I would like to take the advantages of the person. And I live a life without considering others. More and more I need in this world. And I am a person who is connected with lots of things. So I need all these things to survive. I'm not interested in God. I am not interested in others' survival. I am interested in only in my survival. This is called moha, delusion. having some fantasy towards the worldly things and you are deluded. You don't know what is right and what is wrong. You just live a life, enjoy the life, and you are an ordinary person. You get angry, you get hurt. Sometimes you will be so much happy. Sometimes you are greedy. Sometimes you are very broad-minded person. This fluctuation is called moha. Fluctuation happens due to delusion. When you conformed yourself, you are the wise, you are the non-dual Brahman. There is no fluctuation because there is no delusion. Delusion causes all kinds of fluctuations inside the mind. And every fluctuation is the fall of an individual. So, a person who is free from all kinds of duality, dualistic world, a person who accepted non-dual Brahman I am, Aham Brahmasmi iti Jnanam. This only will take care of the entire internal enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madam. The potential to do what is wrong because it gives some happiness and it is immediate happiness. Madam. We find out shortcuts to make money, but we are not aware of the consequences when you go through shortcuts. It's very important, It's very easy to make money through shortcuts. But the karma has its own way to unfold the things. Whatever things you do here, whether it is for the inner things or whether it is for the sentient thing, there is a result called karma phala. Karma phalam is inevitable. Even you live in the world, you have food, shelter, clothes, and more you want and you do, you go in a different direction, it's a wrong direction. Then there is always some karma phala which will not be able to tolerate once it attack you. People are not so much truth in their life. Why should I be truth? You are not ordinary person. Raise your level. You don't go along with them. When they attack you, when you compare yourself, you are going to their attitude, their level. You raise your level. You are not interested in money by shortcuts. When you raise your level, you are free from all kinds of afflictions caused by the ordinary people. Because ordinary people don't raise their level. They always flow below level or average level. By studying, by keeping an attitude, you raise your level so that there'll be no afflictions from the ordinary people. Don't find any shortcuts to win the world. This is why it is told Madam, a potential to do wrong things in the life without knowing the severe consequences, When we know the severe consequences, because Karma Pala Data is Lord and He is infallible. Infallible. It will never unsuccess by delivering the karma pala for the people according to their activities. So don't think that nobody see and so that I can do something wrong. Lot of companies supply different things to eat for the human being. Nobody questioned them. Even though they are harmful for the body, they supply because they get profit. Just for the sake of money, they give the food which is not consumable, and it is a lot. By giving proper ads through the media, people are also get attracted. A wrong idea. This is called mother. One example. You have the potential to do the wrong things. Matsaryam, another internal enemy, and it's the last enemy. You always compare others and you always have a competition with others. Remember, you are excluded from the ordinary world after studying this knowledge. You know that you are the Lord, but others don't know that you are the Lord. They are Lord. So you are excluded through this teaching. You already raised your level. Others still not having the level what you have already accomplished. So all these internal enemies are to be demolished through the rays of knowledge that I am the non-dual Brahman. And this is the only solution to make the to demolish all these enemies, internal enemies, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. The vision towards the truth is the only solution to remove all these internal enemies. And this person accomplished already. All or those people who have listened to this vision from the traditional teachers, they have already accomplished their vision towards the truth that I am the non-dual Brahman. More we will see in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyah Prithivi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbayaha Sarve Bhavantu Suginaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om